I'm going to cheat this way.
Nice.
So I can look into your eyes. Look into my eyes as we tell Quoras. We're recording in audio.
We sure are.
I see we're recording in video, but I want to make sure the audio is recording.
We're just like, by the end of this podcast, we're just going to sound like insane people.
That's not true. We're going to sound like two lovebirds. Is what we sound like.
We're recording our Quoras.
Two people who found Quov on the Quinternet.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
You know, it's almost Christmas.
Podcasting is hard.
It's Quarators. We're back. The cat is coming for this one.
Yeah,
he's returned to the show.
We had a few episodes where the cat was uninterested in being a part of the podcast, but now
The second I got him music, he was not interested in being part of it anymore.
But now he's all up in our shit.
Yeah,
he's really
man.
part of it. And you know what? We've got cameras running. So
Producer Waffles.
If you're one of those people who it just can't get enough of images of cats, check us out on YouTube.
Is this good for you?
Oh, you're probably loving this.
Is this something you like?
Oh, God, you sicko.
This is the Waffles theme.
I like it.
It kind of sounds like you're in the main menu for Fire Emblem.
I think we said that on a different podcast episode.
Oh, that was this one? Okay, never mind.
Alex has been podcasting so much he's lost all sense of what conversations have been recorded.
I record an average of 6 a week. By the way, I don't know if you've had this conversation before, but where you like are having like a genuine one-on-one with like a family member or somebody you don't keep up with that often. You're just like, that kind of reminds me of this thing that happened. They're like, I heard you say that on the radio. Your life is no longer your own. Look at this fucker. He is just trying to eat a whole lamp right now.
He really is.
He doesn't have any teeth.
This is huge cat content.
You gotta do more stuff. You can't rest on your laurels here.
Hey, Waffles.
He's coming to visit Jeremy. That's pretty abnormal.
All right, well, this is great podcasting.
We wore the sound out. I really didn't think that would happen. All right.
Oh, boy.
It's Quarators every week. We're on Quora. We ask, oh, fuck, he's biting my hand. We ask, what is Quora?
What is Quora? We have no guest today, so Waffles is just eating Alex.
Moron, you tested me.
Oh, now he's upset.
Yeah, he's upset. I got bit by a toothless animal. You know who's upset? Me.
Well, you know what you could do is you could bite him to try to escape.
People, have you ever heard somebody tell you that they do that to their dogs?
They bite their dogs?
Yeah, because dogs they have a different brain than cats. They're a
I don't know about that.
dog-like brain. And so the two ways to train your dog, and I am an expert here as someone who has cats, are to wrangle them into submission using primal dominance to train them well with foods and rewards. And so occasionally you get a fucker who they're all fucked up in the head.
Right.
And so they're like, yeah, whenever my dog bites me, I bite him back. And then the dog goes, yarp, and then they don't bite anymore, which I've heard several children say to me when I was a child, but I can't imagine a grown man biting a dog.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean,
how are you as a man biting a dog?
I feel like the person who does that to a dog would probably do it to like their unruly friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like in their friend group, it's like, you coming at me? I'm going to fucking bite you, bro.
I'll bite you.
I'll fucking
I'm the
bite
leader
you.
of the pack.
I'm the alpha of the friends.
Well, you know, I bit my other friend. I bit my best friend once. He's over there. And then and then camera reveals these are two firemen. And
Why?
the dog is a Dalmatian.
Okay.
Because...
Does that add to the story?
Well, it adds flavor.
All right.
It adds flavor and context.
I'm picturing it better now.
It's a world building project, and that's what we've embarked upon here. The cat is left, so we can finally focus on our work.
Yes.
Do you have any big events of the day that you'd like to discuss?
Events of the day? No, I don't think so.
Good, because this is a Quora podcast. Let's
Okay.
read some goddamn Quoras.
All right.
First, though,
we have one segment on this podcast. What's up?
I want to know if anybody answered my question from last week, because I know we didn't get anything.
This is huge. We have one segment on this podcast for those who don't know, and that's that we ask a quora at the end of the episode, and in the next episode, we read the quora. And guess what? This week we said, if you were on a podcast, what question could you get asked that would make you leave?
Okay.
And for the 5th week in a row, we have no responses.
That's great.
We are striking out on quora.
It feels like Quora has noticed us noticing it and is now evading our grasp.
Yeah, it upsets me. Maybe we should
That's probably not what's happening, but it does spiritually feel that way.
I know that we've had people write answers to our quoras who listen to the podcast, and we were like, don't do that because we don't want to fuck with it. But maybe we should have people boost it somehow. You know what I mean?
I don't know. It's a slippery slope, Jeremy. How will we be able to identify friend from foe?
I don't know. We need some sort of code word. If you answer our question with the word scrambled eggs, we'll know.
Working scrambled eggs.
That's how we know that it's.
And every week we have a keyword. This is so smart.
This is good, right?
This is the smartest thing you've ever said.
Okay, cool. So this week, if you put scrambled eggs in your answer,
but you can't answer it to juice it.
Yeah. You can answer it just to juice it. No?
Can you find out if anybody answered my question for the previous week where I really feel like I nailed it? They still didn't answer it.
This is, what is the worst thing your child could do before you send it to jail?
Yeah.
We have one answer on this, but it is from Scott, who we shamed last week.
Damn it!
Sorry, Scott. We can read Scott's answer if it makes you feel better.
No, it's not a real Quora answer. It's just that's like a podcast review.
Yeah, it is kind of like a podcast review.
That's not what we do here. We read the people who live on Quora.
Yeah, we don't want people gentrifying the website.
You know what it's like? It's like gentrifying the website's a good analogy. I was going to say when you bring they film Planet Earth or something, and they bring the film crew to go record the noble apes and beasts and creatures and buggies of the wild.
Yeah.
And then you want footage of the bugs, right?
Right.
You wouldn't take footage of your own sound guy fucking around, would you? And that's essentially what we're talking about here.
The human holds a boom microphone in front of the lion.
Look at him. He's so silly. He doesn't know how to act with a lion.
Yeah, just thinking that's part of the natural habitat is just your crew that you brought.
Dan's goofy for real. Look at him.
And that's Planet Earth.
Ladies love cool Dan.
Yeah.
Well, I guess back to these bees or whatever bullshit we're talking about.
That's like when people say that all structures are natural. They're like, well, buildings are natural because humans are natural, and beavers also make buildings. So what do you have to say about that? And it's like, words exist for a reason. Right. So I don't know what to tell you.
I don't type big naturals into Google to go look at the wonderful buildings we've created. I type that in as a biology professor for research.
I had to clear my cookies on my computer the other day for work. And which is
suspicioso.
So I got logged out of all my emails, which is why I had to log back into the Quorators email, quorators@gmail.com. Please send us your quoras. I forgot that it undoes all of your autofill on the URL bar.
Oh, what a nightmare.
And I was looking up analytics.google.com to look at my website's traffic.
Oh, yeah.
And I just typed in those first 4 letters and press enter like I normally do.
Oh, my God.
And I just Googled the word anal.
Googled the word anal?
And I was arrested
I feel like
immediately.
we're 11 years old today.
It wasn't like, I didn't feel like I was like, uh-oh. But it was just, I was just sitting at my computer looking at Googling the word anal.
Jeremy frozen in fear. Trapped in the room with anal.
Google is just like, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I'll tell you what you're...
I'm happy to let you know.
I'm going to show you what you looked for.
I don't even want to look at this, but if you want to. This is our character, Tough Guy Google.
Tough Guy Google.
Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force Google.
You want to see my gun? You type in whatever you're looking for, and then Google first asks a little pop-up art, do you want to see my gun? You're like, no, Google. I'm looking for
I'm Googling anal.
Googling anal.
You feeling lucky?
Yeah, Tough Guy Google adds punk after that.
You feel lucky, punk?
Yeah. Like Clint Eastwood.
Do you know it's Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday today, punk?
I wish. But no, it's not a holiday. It's another day of work
It's
here
a
on
Quora
Quora.com. So let's get these Quoras up. No one has answered our shitty questions. We fucking suck at Quora.
I want people to answer it so badly. We were on like a roll for a bit.
I really thought we cracked the website. Like,
We've been
can you get
shadow
negative
banned.
karma?
We
Like,
have
is that a
been
thing?
shadow banned on Quora.
Has
That's what
Elon
happened.
purchased Quora?
Yes.
Oh my God.
All right. Well, at least we have very important questions to answer. This is from Michael Kern, and the question is: who would win, Master Chief without armor or a Silverback Gorilla?
That is a good question.
Who do you think? I think with armor,
First of all,
easiest decision ever. Master Chief obviously wins. Most of his enemies are basically gorillas, the brutes, and he just shoots them up like real quick.
yeah, he shoots them with a big gun, and he can shoot. And we're assuming the gun is not included with the armor he's removing.
Sure.
But,
Although I would not include gun with armor generally, but I mean, if he just has a gun,
Separate loadout.
if he has a rocket launcher, I assume he could take a gorilla.
I think this is assuming melee weapons, the sword, the beam sword.
He has a sword, easy.
Okay. Now, the core of Master Chief's power does come from his suit in a way where I cannot imagine him without the suit. Is he a guy under there?
He is a guy. He's like a grizzled white guy.
Oh, nice. Another
Big
win
surprise.
for us.
Got him.
Got him. We got Master Chief too? Hell yeah. I love the meeting they had at Microsoft HQ about like, so we going white guy again, fellas? And then everyone's like, who?
But Arbiter, he
We
could be
got him.
anything.
Hey, the Arbiter is a beautiful Latino woman. Well, with that said, so Master Chief, we've talked a lot about Master Chief's stats. He's capable with any weapon, although I do believe
Again, I think
his
the armor is helping him with that.
his speed is amplified by the armor in a way where, these guns are heavy.
Oh yeah, big time.
Because these are like essentially like mech suits he's wearing. He's
Not even
power
probably that good at shooting.
Yeah, he probably has aim assist
all
on.
his fucking
It's the
helmet.
goddamn future.
Yeah.
Is
I
there
bet,
any
like-
missions without the helmet?
No.
I don't know why there would be. I don't know why I asked that.
There's a cutscene from the first game where he takes his helmet off at the end, but it is there you go. And
That's what I do to Master Chief. The minute
don't we
he
also have a
lowers his
Halo
guard.
sound?
Yeah, we have Killing Spree, but it's on the other board.
Okay.
So you have to let go of Killing Spree because we're not going to hear it right now.
That's fine. Anyway, at the end of the first game, there you go. He takes his helmet off, and the camera pans down so you don't see what's like above
Close
his
one.
neck. So people like hacked into the game and like zoomed out to see what it is, and he just has another helmet underneath it.
Well, because they
is
were
great.
assuming like no one will find the part of the shot we cut off.
Yeah.
It's not in the game.
Let's not worry about that.
Yeah, that's immature to do that. Now back to our discussion. Could he defeat a Silverback Gorilla? Silverback gorillas are strong enough to flip a car.
I think the answer is no. I think that Master Chief would get his arms ripped off. I think he's just an old guy.
Well, this
He's
goes back to
tall.
the question, does he have guns? I'm going to say with guns, yes. No guns, no.
No guns, no. I think he's just a tall guy without the guns.
You know another thing, too, about fighting a gorilla, and this is something we talk about every week.
And there's no one here to say we can't.
No one here to say it's stupid.
Last week, Andy was like, you can't fight a gorilla. We're like, we'll find out.
if I had a gun, even without my helmet.
If I was Master Chief, I could kill a gorilla.
Our point about his aim being reduced without the helmet's pretty good. What was I saying? Master Chief, gorilla. The gorilla has a certain.
We do need more women on this podcast.
No, we don't. It's fine. It's fine. I think I want to hear more from the audience.
So,
Audience being people who use Quora.
Yue Zhu, who has an unhealthy, almost manic obsession with Halo as their job, wrote maybe, which is extremely unhealthy. Helpful answer.
That's what we said.
Gorillas are incredibly powerful creatures that would tear a normal human apart. However,
Fact.
Master Chief is no normal human. He has a good chance of being able to take down a gorilla, but it requires more than his strength. A massive boon for the Chief.
Is he not a normal human? I don't know Halo lore that way.
He is a augmented human.
Okay, so he's
they've
like a
removed
Star
his
Wars
bones.
clone.
They like remove his bones and they like stretch out his body and they like.
My bones are always holding me back.
Oh yeah, big time.
They don't let me
They
do
put him back
anything
in, to
I
be
want to
fair.
do. Yeah, okay. Oh, so they take him. Oh, so they stretch Armstrong him, put the bones back in.
I think so. Yeah.
That's essentially what people are doing with that leg surgery.
Yeah. I mean, I basically had that shit as a kid. Have I talked about this on the podcast?
What?
I took a human growth hormone as a kid.
Oh, that's not at
Not
all
the same, but it's a similar in like they made me taller than I should have been. They scienced me up.
Yeah, you are a whole lot of man.
I'm 6 feet now.
You're a whole lot of love.
I'm a whole lot of love.
Jeremy walks in the room and I flinch every time.
Jeremy Kaplowitz is a whole lot of love. Coming this fall.
He's a whole lot of quav.
My projected height was 5'2", and I outgrew it by 10 inches. So
okay.
Thanks to the
was something medically wrong, or were they just like, yeah, we're gonna need a bigger one than this?
They were like, this boy's just not big enough.
Let's turn those dials up.
They claimed that I was my growth hormone was insufficient, which I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
And I was negative percentile in weight and height, which I also literally don't understand what that means
They
at
thought
all.
you were gonna be eaten.
I was like literally below the chart on height and weight when I was a kid. Like they had a chart and they're like, and here's you. And it was literally underneath the chart and it was negative percentile.
Shouldn't the chart include
That's what I thought.
being really
And
short?
they said, shut up, you short piece of shit.
Shut up, you shrimp.
You could never fight Master Chief. Yeah, they did that. Yeah, they fake punched me a bunch.
We need to give him 2 hormones for flinching. Well, now you're a big, sexy man. So.
I'm a big, sexy man.
And we're both married and we're unavailable.
Oh, yeah.
Now, would Master Chief defeat a gorilla?
This guy just says a bunch of shit about Master Chief. Who cares? He's insanely fast, being able to outrun a 26th century exoskeleton's automated targeting systems at age 14. This is too much information about Master Chief.
People hate that.
I don't like how much information this guy has.
If I find whoever wrote this post...
The gunshot is so intense.
Well, I'm saying is I'll kill them with a gun.
A bonus for Chief is that his bones are near unbreakable due to the layer of carbide ceramic grafted on his skeletal system.
Right, they'll just be bent.
This is
the gorilla
so
will just
long.
bend him like a spoon.
And this is what I said. Chief's greatest advantage here is his experience with brutes because they're basically Spartan gorillas.
Yes, it does seem that way.
Conclusion. Chief would win if he is able to take an advantage in the opening of the fight, possibly by avoiding the gorilla's charge and punches and dish out a few into the vital organs. His enhanced strength and his knowledge of the right places to hit the soft squishy internal organs would incapacitate the gorilla. If he is unable to counter the initial attack, the gorilla would likely win.
This is a very interesting fight breakdown. I do think it's kind of bullshit. I'm remembering with the point I wanted to make earlier, which is that consider the tiger. Sorry if I scared you at home with that. Not a real tiger in the studio. Consider the tiger. When people hunt tigers, they think prize hunting, like trophy hunting, like the Trumps do or whatever. I've killed a fierce animal, top of the food chain. Look at me. Look at my fancy new coat. It's very easy to hunt a tiger because tigers don't expect to be hunted that way. They are just sleeping usually, and you shoot them in the face.
Gorillas do expect to see a Master Chief at least once.
They at least do. They are prepared. They're always bouncing up on their feet like, who's that? Which Halo is
that the Chief? whenever gorillas wake up, they go, demon! It's a Halo reference.
They have the pop-up animation from because last week we were talking about Rise of the Planet of the Apes. And,
yes.
Well, imagine that in this situation is my point.
They're so afraid of sticky grenades, those gorillas.
Yeah, the pistol is overpowered over there.
All of these questions are so intense, these answers. One of them, this one guy, his profile picture on Quora is Master Chief covered by the French flag. It's French Master Chief.
Viva Master Chief!
And I'm not going to read his answer because it's really long, but the first sentence is, I will be answering this question in 3 different categories. Strength, speed, and fighting abilities. And also categories is spelled categorizes.
Well, he's French.
Yeah, there you go.
Categories.
Categories. Strength. Speed.
Le strength. I've noticed this answer's more racist than the other ones. This is by a French guy.
Vin Gasoline.
Master Chief moves with the agility of the Moors.
That's very funny. Yeah, he also says he can run at 55 kilometers per hour. Go fuck yourself.
No, that's not how we're talking here.
Master Chief's American.
It's not that kind of show.
This is Earth.
This is the United States of Earth.
There's a guy named Vin Gasoline whose job is knows Spanish.
Vin Gasoline does?
Vin Gasoline is very upset. He says, why is nobody answering this obvious question? No offense, but a lot of people is wrong. Chief in armor is being able to lift a freaking tank, but Mjolnir isn't supposed to replace the Spartan's body. They still make the effort to lift all that so he can lift a scorpion with or without armor. Master Chief has as much strength, muscular explosiveness, faster reflexes, etc. He is a walking tank in a few words.
This is really opening my mind, my eyes to the realities of Master Chief.
This is a brute would torn in half a silverback. Chief can kill a brute in a matter of milliseconds. I'm upquartering that. That's the whole post.
Milliseconds. So we were dead wrong. It's actually a flat out victory for Master Chief.
Also, I like that he says he's answering this question. He's like, why is nobody answering this fucking question? If Chief had armor, he'd kill him. It's like, that's not even the question, dude.
Killing spree.
That's the killing
You earned
spree.
it. You earned it. That's how cool Master Chief was for this question. And you know what? Here's a promise for the rest of the episode. For every other answer where Master Chief is cool, we will also do killing spree.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hope it comes up again.
One guy says, well, this is something I have been wanting to answer for a while. All right, we can't read more of these.
No.
These are too intense.
Do you want to do one more?
Sure, I'm trying to find one other.
It can't be better than the French guy, though.
Should I read the guy who's been waiting to answer for a while?
He was saying "Croyez bien." Well, yeah, you do that one.
Where is it?
Let's rap for a minute.
Oh, I found it. There are two scenarios which will happen. They are obvious, but they help visualize things, I guess. Note, I'm going to keep this as simple as
notice you're losing
possible.
confidence as the answer starts.
It's just getting so long.
I guess he could beat a gorilla.
This is something I've been waiting for my whole life, and my answer is I'm not really sure. You will need to do extra research on these things. Go fuck yourself.
No, we are not doing that unless it is also on Quora.
He basically he has two big. He has one very long.
We will be typing Master Chief into the search bar at the end of this just to see what other questions pop up.
The first scenario is just like battle starts and the silverback comes and charges at the chief. John is able to dodge the attack, but hits the vital organs of the gorilla near the torso. Perhaps the Master Chief has immense amounts of experience fighting brutes, which are basically gorillas on steroids. And it just keeps going for like a really long paragraph, and then it just says 2. The gorilla gets the first hit and continues the ball to Chief, which in that case, the silverback wins.
What are you watching this right now? What are you talking about? I'm not asking your opinion. I want the facts. Could he defeat a gorilla unarmored?
Master Chief is one of 2 Spartans to be classed hyper lethal, the one being Noble 6 from Noble Team or whatever that team is called. That means they are the most deadliest Spartans alive. None of this matters if the silverback gets to damage the Chief's vital areas like his neck, because then the gorilla can quickly kill him.
My vital neck.
My neck is hurt.
Ow, my neck. That really hurt.
What are you doing, Master Chief? Rubbing my neck. It hurts.
I think I slept weird.
Ouch.
You really feel your 30s, even as a chief. This is just me talking as a chief, but ouch.
What are you doing, Master Chief? Adulting.
Answering emails like a boss.
This is our character, Millennial Master Chief.
And scene. Very quickly, just go ahead and type the words Master Chief into the search bar, see what other cores are in there.
Master.
This could be an Oops All Master Chiefs episode. I didn't intend for this to happen, but this might
all of these questions are exactly what you think. Number 1.
I don't know what I think.
Who would win in a fight, Master Chief or Doom Guy? Number 2. Who would win in a fight between Captain America and Master Chief? Number 3. In a fight between Master Chief and Darth Vader, who would win?
The amount I look down on these questions as someone who gets very into the animal fighting does not make any sense.
Yeah, you're just like, this is so dumb, dude. Who fucking cares about Master Chief versus Darth Vader? Anyway, who would win in a fight, Alex Ptak or a tiger?
I have not inserted myself into any of these questions. These are anthropological discussions that are important to cover on Quora.com.
All of these are the most like, this is like the council of Quora men.
Yeah.
Like they've come together to be like, no offense, but I really do not see how people can believe Chief has any chance against Darth Vader whatsoever.
Well, I think we've discussed this enough. I think it's time to give some content to the ladies real quick.
Do we have a ladies question?
Surely we do. We have a bunch about the urinal.
All right. This is a big ladies question.
I think ladies want to know about the urinal.
Ladies want to know, why do I sometimes find old people disgusting?
I hate how they want to know that.
I think this is a weird question, but if women want to know, we will cover it.
It's
Waffles
something
is back.
I don't feel comfortable answering it almost because it's so offensive, but also just to be an ally, I think I gotta say. Let's answer this. Okay, why do you find old people disgusting? You personally. Waffles,
Me?
get out of Jeremy's shot. You're obscuring Jeremy, the moneymaker.
Ooh, baby.
Jeremy's bringing in all the freaking dollar bills.
Everybody wants to listen to the podcast for Jeremy's
We haven't monetized
face.
yet, but that's where they're coming from, is Jeremy's face. Okay, so...
Why do you sometimes find old people disgusting?
Yeah, why do you find old people disgusting, bro?
Only sometimes. Not all the time.
Yeah, why? I think if they're covered in muck,
Yes.
I find them disgusting.
Yes. Yeah.
Like that one shot from the Dune movie where Baron Harkonnen emerges from the redemptive pool of oil.
Right. People get mad at me.
That was disgusting.
People get really mad at me. They're like, why do you think old people are disgusting? I'm like, yes, I do think old people are disgusting when it's Baron Harkonnen coming out of the black goop.
One of the worst archdukes the Galaxy Federation has seen. Do not correct me on that terminology. I am not sure that is the right terminology.
Yeah, this is a big sci-fi episode. We're getting really is. We're getting really into the Dune verse.
Dune and Doom. I think old people are disgusting because of their sins, because they've had more time to sin.
That's a good point, because the longer you live, the more sins you can do.
Young people, so you ever see an ugly baby? That baby came out of the womb and did something bad. But an ugly person, or especially an old one, is just somebody who's been racking up mistruths and misrepresentations of God's plan. Lying, stealing. Think of how many things old people have stole. They've had years to do it.
Oh yeah, big time. And you ever hear stories from like the fucking 40s?
Oh yeah, and they were so racist
back then.
Yeah, oh my God.
Baron Harkonnen.
I don't know if you've heard about World War II. It's pretty much all Baron Harkonnen.
Oh yeah, big time.
Nobody comes out looking great.
No.
That's why they're all forehead wrinkled now.
Oh yeah, big time, because of their sins. When we're old, our generation, we're gonna look like hotties.
That's right. We spent the most time on the computer.
Yes, that's true.
Now, what are the answers on Quora?
Okay, well, Christiane Peterson Irwin answered this one, so that's good because we have a woman's perspective, because this is a question from women. She says, I have to laugh, not at your question, but it brings back a memory too funny. When we were in our late 20s.
I'd love to hear it.
Unrelated, but one time I was taking a dump. All right. When we were in our late 20s, my husband and I went to a restaurant, and an older man was at the next table struggling to eat. This is already a grim story.
Well, why was he struggling to eat?
It's like it took forever for him to get the spoon to his mouth from his soup bowl, and soup was falling everywhere. Somehow for him, it looked like the food was farther away than it normally is from your mouth. Anyway, my husband looked at me and said very seriously, Christy, when I get that old, please just shoot me. So you see, you're not the only one who finds old age disgusting, smiley face.
This is the nicest thing I've ever read.
I love that she's like, I have a very funny story for you. I saw an old man who could not eat, and my husband said, kill me.
If I've ever liked this, you have to take my life.
Fast forward 40 years. Naturally, my husband has become less coordinated and frail, especially after a stroke, and he called me over to help him once because he managed to get syrup all over the place and trying to place it on his pancakes. No problem. I was there to grab a warm, clean towel and clean him up. And while I was doing that, I said casually, well, I guess I better find the gun. He said, my gun? What for? I said, I promised to shoot you, remember? We laughed so hard the whole plate of pancakes went flying off the table. So I guess my point is,
hey, don't do that.
Even past the point of self-disgust, there is much to be grateful for and a whole lot of living left to do.
That did not answer our question. I would just like to reiterate. It did not say why old people are so ugly all the damn time.
No.
But it did show your careless regard for pancakes, which almost reinforces my theory of sin.
Yeah, I think that's the answer.
Wanton disregard for pancake.
I'm trying to see if there's any other interesting answers here. I mean, the question is not why are old people disgusting. It is why do I sometimes find old people disgusting?
Oh, okay. So that is kind of personalized.
It's kind of hard to answer that question because I don't know what this person's deal is.
Yeah, it can't be answered. It's one of those trick questions. This is the Sphinx.
Here's a good answer.
Hey, everyone. It's the Sphinx.
Here's a good answer from Bob Roach. It says, maybe you should learn not to trust dating service profiles.
Maybe you should learn not to trust dating. Let's not think.
But other than that, it's the fact that they're biological spoilers. Old people remind us, especially the youth-obsessed us culture, I think that's supposed to be U.S., that we're not here forever, and the whole thing starts to reverse eventually, and we become more like infants, full of funny smells, largely unintelligible and needing of diapers.
Full of funny smells.
If you don't like old people, if you find old people disgusting, maybe you should learn not to trust dating service profile photos.
Yeah, maybe that should open your mind about Match.com.
I like that this guy reads this and he's like, this person's trying to fuck old people.
They're more than just their bodies. They're funny smells. Okay, well, that answers that question. We have another old person question because
Oh, yes.
women care for all people, and that includes the elderly. And so this is our outreach to them after our Master Chief discussion.
So this question is, using the 5 senses, how would you describe your grandmother?
Okay, so this one had a good answer.
Yeah.
But also, how would I? Like using taste?
I don't want to use that.
Well, you have to. You ever smell something so strong it has a taste?
Sure.
You can wrap that in.
I'm going to say salty.
Salty is such a good adjective,
Thank you.
Jeremy.
Thank you.
That's number 1 for old people.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Because, again, they've had more time to accumulate salt. That's
Well,
why dogs love old people.
Dogs do love old people.
They're just a big salt lick at the end of the day.
How would you describe your grandmother in 5 senses?
The waft of caramel.
Caramel?
Yeah, my grandmother's a gorgeous woman, by the way.
yeah.
You got to see her to believe her. The sight of caramel. I think she's just caramel. I got to caramel. And I think
We
that's
should
just
read
all
this
of them.
person's
Yeah,
answer
let's see what
because-
this is. She feels like caramel.
Wesley Atkin has a long one. She's got a BA from multiple BAs from Tulane University. Graduated in 1981.
Graduate speaking.
We called her Grandmother King as children at her request. This sounds like the
Grandmother
beginning.
King.
Grandmother King. This is the beginning of the worst novel I've ever read.
Who approaches the Grandmother King?
They should call her Your Grace.
That's clever.
Some more cookies, Your Grace. But I changed her name to Grand Lady when I spent extended time with her in New Orleans. That seems like a downgrade.
Yeah, or lateral move, if anything.
She was a warrior of women who smelled like rose talcum powder and cigarette smoke and had her own vocabulary. Hey, darling, get those chops from the box and I'll fix you lunch. This is a one-woman show.
Hark, Grandmother King.
Play the Waffles music. We called her Grandmother King as children at her request. But I changed her name to Grand Lady when I spent extended time with her in New Orleans, in the Old Kingdom. She was a warrior of women who smelled like rose talcum powder and cigarette smoke and had her own vocabulary. Hey, darling, get those chops from the box and I'll fix you lunch.
I can see the Bastille.
I made her laugh with stories of college to the point where she would start coughing and mutter, I swarny, I swarny. I love to hold her knotted hands, knuckles swollen like marbles from arthritis, but soft as silk. What does this mean?
Are you in love with your grandmother?
What is rose talcum powder and cigarette smoke?
Soft as silk.
She'd sorted many garments from those hands, folded them, and set them aside for customers during her days as sales matron at Godcho Department Store on Canal Street.
Oh, okay.
For decades, her bones have lain in
Do you want me to play the song again?
I don't know.
Is it not doing it for you?
Metairie Cemetery next to the bones of her husband George, but I still hear her laughter.
Yeah.
I see it dancing among the Spanish moss, and I still hear the echoes of I swarny.
Bro, you are so freaking hard for your grandma. It's disgusting. Get this out of here.
Sorry.
You're so sprung for your mother's mother. It is out of control.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What does I swarny mean?
Is it like I swear? Like I swear to Barney?
It's SW.
I swear to Barney. Everybody do their share.
She'd always tell me to clean up.
See, this is no good because I'm going to start saying I swarty now because it really tickled me.
I feel like we're going to find out this is some like important cultural thing or we're going to get yelled at or something. But to me, I swarty is very
That's
funny.
True of anything we post on the internet I found from this podcast.
I swarty.
Oh, so now it's funny to laugh at I swarm. Now it's okay to laugh at I.
Oh, you can laugh at I swarny even though I still hear the echoes of it crossing state lines and landing softly in my ears when my children make me laugh and hard.
I see you talking pretty liberally about Master Chief on here. After what he's done for you.
After he finished the fight.
That's like the one reference I get from Halo. That's so funny. Master Chief is he's too much.
Oh, you think it's cool to make jokes about Master Chief after he rescued Cortana from grave mines?
They took Cortana? Isn't she just a robot lady?
Yeah, but she got corrupted.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, big time. It was a problem. Also, they're kind of...
Gravemind?
Cortana is kind of...
How do you shoot a Gravemind?
I think his name is Gravemind. I could be wrong. I believe that is from Halo 2 or Halo 3.
It sounds like it's Gravemind to me.
Cortana is Master Chief's mommy and his girlfriend, which is a really exciting thing for the Halo fans.
I've seen a lot of animations. Sometimes on Tough Google, they'll show me. I'll ask cookie recipes, and he's like, "You like this drawing? I drew of Master Chief and Cortana," and I'm like, "No, Google.
Do you want to see some naked blue girls?"
Not now. Here's my gun.
Want to Google anal again?
Come on, you got a minute.
You want to see a butthole?
What? You get too good for Google?
I won't tell you what kind it is.
Yeah, it's like the geolocator or geoguesser, but for buttholes. It just springs it on you when you're trying to work.
It's the guy from TikTok who could like guess any location. Who's just like, oh, that's my butthole. That's my friend John's. Okay, close enough. Got it.
That's Jean-Luc Guitars. All right, let's get another Quora in here. We're really out for the races now.
Yeah, I also just want to say I really hated this person's answer, and I think that she should just start a fucking blog.
I liked it. I thought it was some very colorful. We're getting to okay. So taking a step back, one thing about Quora that defines it, along with not answering the question or speaking English the way that other people perceive, is people, unlike on Facebook or Reddit or Twitter, want to do long creative writing exercises in a way that is not available on those other platforms generally.
No. Although, apparently, not that to get into like fucking Twitter discourse, but apparently... Oh my God.
Maybe a Master Chief.
Apparently, Elon Musk wants to make it so that it's 4,000 characters instead of 280 characters per tweet. And that will make Twitter more like Quora, I think.
That does seem like he's intentionally trying to ruin the website.
Yes.
Unless he's looking to hop over to Quora.com.
Maybe. He should buy Quora.
I don't know a lot about money. Maybe if you ruin a website enough, they give you a different one. Could be how it works.
I think if you're that wealthy, yeah.
By the way, sorry I forgot to bring the iPad over and I can't read any of these Quoras.
Oh, yeah.
So continue to read me Quoras.
I honestly fully forgot about that. That's fine.
I'm enjoying this. It's story time for me.
It's story time for Alex.
It lets me focus on my gunshot sound.
Are you ready for your next story?
Yes, dear.
All right, sit down. We're opening up the book, and today's story is, how do you feel after a 45-second pee?
Okay, now I've done this.
45 seconds feels like a long time.
It is a long time, and it's a lot of pee.
It's a lot of pee.
Have you ever tried to pee in a car?
Have I ever tried to pee in a car? No, I feel like I'd probably pull over and go to the bathroom first.
Well, you would be right to do so because I have not heard one good story about people peeing effectively in a car. Apparently, truckers do it a lot.
Yeah, into like a bottle.
Yeah, they pee into a bottle. So I've been in a long car ride where I've tried to pee into a bottle.
Really? You're full on tried to pee in a car.
Yeah, and I overflowed the bottle, and I was like, I got pee on me a little bit because it overdid it. Because there's like more fluid in you than you could ever guess.
Okay, so how many people are in the car with you?
I blacked all that out.
Are you like
really
alone
just
though?
Me in the bottle rapping. No.
Okay, so you're like you're not driving.
I think it's just me and my wife.
Okay. It's not.
I don't think I would do this with anybody else in the car.
Me and my homies, like, hey guys, when you finish that Gatorade, let me know because I'm gonna fill it back up.
I don't trust my homies to do the right thing with me peeing in a bottle, and that they would maybe mess with my pee, and that could be a concern.
Yeah.
Also, maybe they they punch my little dick. They punch my little dick now that I'm so weak. I'm so weak and at my weakest without peeing in a bottle. Anyway, back to my point is there's way more in there than you think.
I believe it.
Yeah, especially I'm not sure that this is a nature nurture kind of question, but living in New York and going on the subway for hour-long stretches, I can now hold in my pee for staggering amounts of time. And by the time you let it out, I mean, we got a full cow's head sized bladder in there. We're peeing out a full cow's head. I've changed the board again.
It's fine. We don't need it. I did it myself.
And again, the delay is devastating every time. But
one time in college, we were driving to some upstate New York. I went to college in upstate New York. We were driving some other in upstate New York City. And it's like all fucking farms up there. And so my friend had to pee really bad. And he's like complaining the whole trip. And there's nowhere to go. And finally, we end up in some town. We cannot find a bathroom. And he just we're parked in like a church parking lot. And he goes, and he's like, he's really mad. He keeps being like, I'm just at the fucking pee. I'm so fucking mad about it. So he gets up and he's like,
that's the way only some men can only pee.
Yes,
is if they get really worked up.
So he's just like, I'm just gonna fucking pee in these bushes. And he goes up to these bushes and he takes his dick out. And then from here we go, 500 feet away, some woman yells, "Hey, put it away! Get back in the car!"
That's a nightmare situation.
And he got so mad. He's like, God fucking damn it! And he put his dick back and he had to get back in the car.
Was he doing it? Was this her bushes? What the hell?
I don't know, but she called him out. She was walking a dog or something.
God damn it.
And we yelled that to him for 3 years.
Away.
You know what I mean? Put it away, get back in the car.
Well, he's a real piece of shit peeing in that. To answer your question, 45-second pee feels like you are unburdening yourself from a dangerous status.
Yes. I do love a good long pee is good.
I'd say the first half of it feels like like moving away from a hot flame. And then the second half is pure delight.
Eventually, though, it's like, this is a lot of pee.
Yeah. No, at some point at the end, you think, darn.
Do I have too much pee?
What did I
drink?
Oh, Scarney. That's a lot of pee.
I think it was Swarney. Swarney?
Jesus
I've already
Christ.
forgotten. I Swarney.
This is so embarrassing. I think it is I Swarney.
Well, okay, let's read what this woman has to say. She lives in Brazil, 2002 to present. Maria Eduarda Hoffman Dorna.
Okay.
She says, very satisfied. Taking a long pee is so good for the body and mind.
Fact.
Emptying the bladder and not feeling worried on need to pee.
Fact.
I even took a 1-minute pee when I was 10-year-old and was so fantastic. Pee in 7 seconds is good, but do it in 45 seconds makes the relief feeling more pleasurable. Enjoy the pee and the feeling of letting it out of your body. Sorry, out from your body. This is a perfect answer. I understand that she lives in Brazil. English is probably not her first language, but she only made it better. She better fit into the Quora community.
The message is clear. Have fun out there.
The message is clear. Do your best.
Go in there. Hey, take pleasure in your pee.
Yeah. I even took a 1-minute pee when I was 10-year-old and was so fantastic.
I can't believe she remembers a specific pee from when
that's
she was
impressive.
10 years old.
That
that's
must have
the part
been
that's
good.
most eye-opening
1 minute.
about the entire... A whole minute.
60-second pee.
It's like the Austin Powers sequence.
Yeah, it is like that.
But I do feel like we agree on the pee. I think the release is really something. Take the time. Explore a 45-second pee.
I will say on the flip side, the evil version of this is when you're peeing really long and you're like, fuck, I still feel like I need to pee. And then you realize that you're dreaming about peeing. That's the worst. I hate that.
I wake up really easily to go pee because of the huge quantities I'm busting out of there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're just blasting piss.
I Swarney.
Okay, I have bad news.
What?
Maria Eduardo Hoffman has answered 728 answers. Every single one of them is about peeing.
Okay. All right.
Oh, no.
Does that make it more or less likely to you?
Oh, no.
So this is not a real woman then?
This is a fetish.
This is somebody else pretending to be Maria Eduarte.
A lot of these are about peeing standing up.
Well, that's a lie then.
Being a woman, have you ever peed into a urinal? Yes, I did as a woman and keep doing it. I use frequently the urinal at my college on hot days. This is a fetish. All of these are about using urinals.
Standing up into a urinal.
She did answer the question, do you like pissing?
I don't know what to think about that.
There's a question, do you like pissing on bathroom floor? And she said, no, peeing all over is disgusting for me. It's not appropriate since I live with my family. So there is that.
720 answers that are like, this is the greatest feeling in life. And then another one that's like, you're gross. Why'd you ask that?
All right, this is a pretty intense one, but do you have to spread the labia to pee? And she says, yes, when I'm peeing standing up and I'm a girl.
Jeremy is not that kind of podcast. Now let's answer our other urinal question that we prepared.
Maria. Why? Why you got to do that?
I sworn, Maria.
Girls should get to experience the piss shiver that only guys have, according to Kenneth Albert. Sorry.
Stop reading the related questions. Go back to the one we found before.
I don't think we have any other pee questions.
Oh, I didn't put it in miscellaneous? There's one that's like if you... It's
I found it. When you spit in the urinal
yes.
and there's a string of saliva, do the bacteria have time to go inside your mouth?
So the answers to this are scientific and not funny, but it is a great
It's a great question.
Conversation
Do you ever
starter.
spit into the toilet or urinal when you pee?
No.
I've done it.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I've regretted it for that reason. I specifically
Were you chewing
remember
tobacco at the time?
I was chewing tobacco at the time. I specifically remember a time freshman year in college where I spit into the toilet while I was peeing and had this thought. Okay. I swear to God.
Yeah, I think it's pretty common, especially if you're third baseman for the Mariners.
Don't defend me.
No, I think a lot of people are having this question.
Yeah, and the bacteria, the answer is yes. The bacteria will go, it's time to move.
Yeah.
And they run up your fucking...
It's like lightning.
Yeah.
It's if you're giving it an access to the ground, it's going to shoot up there.
The piss molecules, they sprint up your saliva right into your mouth. And then you'd
be all bloody covered in piss, mate. Yeah, you get piss all over your mouth. I would say you get piss all over your mouth and it goes right up there. Yeah, that's probably... And even if that's not scientifically correct, it is morally correct.
It is morally correct. Don't do it. Anup Sinha says, Vibrio is one of the fastest bacteria around, if not the fastest.
This is what I'm saying. It's full of doctors just being like, many of my patients ask this question.
But this is still weird because like the studiousness of Quora, where they say, if you see live Vibrio under the microscope, they seem to zip around like Barry Allen navigating through Central City. And then there's a picture of the Flash, and it says image from androidred.com/download Flash wallpaper / blah 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 blah. It's just like, no one has ever asked you to source your image of the Flash.
I do need a new wallpaper.
Do you want this one of Barry Allen, the Flash?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna make it your wallpaper.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do that. It seems rude.
Okay. Well, I did ask you to do it, but that's...
Do you want me to? I can make it this image that someone took of
the Flash?
A man peeing at a urinal.
If it's not the Flash, I don't want it, Jeremy. I need to go fast.
They also included a picture of a bridge for one explanation, and then they say, that's a long bridge.
One of the answers is like, well, for starters, your mouth is way more disgusting than the urinal is because there's 100 times more bacteria in there.
Whatever,
which is
dude.
like, that's not what we're saying.
No, it's different
The pee is
kinds.
grosser because it's pee, because it's from the no-no
That's
region.
like saying, like, would you want to eat chewed up food? It's like, you have all sorts of chewed up food in your stomach right now, you sicko.
That's a great example.
Thank you.
You're on fire right now.
Oh, baby. I like this one guy's answer. He says, I noticed no one actually answered the damn question, so now I'm triggered. Everyone talked about how fast bacteria can swim. Hello, we know a bacterium is not going to swim all the way from the urinal to your mouth. And then he goes on to answer it.
Hello, that would be a long bridge. Picture of a bridge included.
Oh, man.
Could Master Chief spit in his own dick?
I'm trying to see if there's any other good answers. It seems like they're all just...
Yeah, this is where
genuine.
doctors go in their break to this
for
question
real.
on
They
Quora
go to
for some reason.
Quora.com.
That's the most literate question on the website.
All right, let's see. What else we got here?
What else we got here? What else is on the board today?
Oh, this is from a buddy of mine from college, Sam Catalano. Is it okay to warm up breast milk in the microwave?
Get back in the car. Is it okay to warm up breast milk in the microwave? So to start with this question, apparently when you microwave water and put it on plants, it kills the plants. So we got to wonder, like, can you microwave anything or is it all against God's plan?
God does not want us to microwave
He
things.
left us a little book full of his rules, and I don't see the microwave featured anywhere in there. So I'm going to say no. Give your baby a cold one.
It does sound pretty gross.
Why do you need to warm it up?
In what world? Yeah. Are you fucking
Is your baby
up?
returning the milk?
Well, you do. Okay, look. First of all, we should say right away that neither of us have children,
right?
And that we are fools in the world.
But I know
of
about
babies.
them. I know about babies.
Do you heat up breast milk when you give? Do you heat up milk when you give it to a baby?
It comes out of a titty.
No, but.
It's already good to go.
Some people do like keep
they
some,
shoot
right?
those babies out.
They'll pump breast milk and then they save it, right?
I think it would be doubly refreshing with a nice ice cube in it.
We are the worst people.
I've been a baby. I've been a baby for like a long time.
I love the idea of a baby drinking a glass of breast milk with like a whiskey stone in it.
I'm imagining a martini glass that's full to the brim
with an olive,
with a baby going. Send this back.
That's
Send
like
this back.
That's like if
cold.
If any producers of Boss Baby are listening to this, please
we are
hit us
interested
up.
And we have ideas.
We will write for Boss Baby.
I am learning about babies every day.
I know someone who I don't know him well, but like we were like Facebook friends through comedy who like posted about writing for the Boss Baby TV show, and I was like. That's a funny.
You know some powerful people.
Oh yeah, I know the Boss Baby. He's a baby of bossing.
I guess through like 3 degrees of separation, you know the Boss Baby.
Yeah.
You know a writer for the Boss Baby.
Who knows the
team.
TV version? Who's probably not even the same one as the real one.
No, it's not the same one. You think they can afford the Boss Baby?
It's some knockoff Boss Baby.
Alec Baldwin?
Regional manager baby.
Famous murderer Alec Baldwin?
That is true. He did kill someone, right? That is so. It's very dark, but it is very funny that Alec Baldwin killed someone.
And it was his film, so it was like directly his fault and indirectly. Well, in a way where it's like, well, you can't blame him for that. Oh, he was in charge? Actually,
you can fully blame him for it. Alec Baldwin killed somebody.
Oops.
And then he like went to the interview.
I thought it was a Silverback Gorilla.
I thought I was Master Chief.
I didn't have my armor. I don't remember what he sounds like, but I remember
Alec
his hushed
Baldwin?
tones. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got as close to him as he got as close to Trump. I feel like it's a draw.
That's true. Yeah. Ooh, we're taking shots at Baldwin today.
Baldwin, you're not welcome on the show. We're waiting for Snoop Dogg.
I knew a kid in high school who used to always brag that his mom dated Alec Baldwin in high school,
Flex.
which is a very funny brag.
Yeah, my mom dated mean guys in high school. Let me tell you.
My mom fucked Alec Baldwin.
In the back of his Camaro.
And then his brother was a comedian, and then he met Alec Baldwin and was like, do you remember my mom? And he was like, no.
Oh, my God. Well, I mean, it's Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
He's the boss baby. Both are true. Anyway, what are we even talking about?
We're talking about, is it okay to warm up breast milk?
Yeah, it's fine.
There's all the answers are pretty scientific as well.
Is it anything about how when you microwave water, the plants die? Because I want to get to the base.
Yeah,
of that.
one person says don't use a microwave oven to heat anything that an infant is going to drink. This is not because the oven does anything evil to the nutrients, but because it heats unevenly. It's very possible to have some scalding hot liquid inside cooler liquid. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I disagree. I think it's evil. I think it's Satan's creation.
Most people say yes. They're like, yeah, who cares?
Yeah, fuck it, burn your baby. See if I give a shit. I'm on Quora.
Boil
Google
that
and
fucking
boobs.
breast milk into cheese.
This was not why I typed breast milk into Quora.
I'm trying to find a fetish.
Good Lord.
If I'm the baby, it's all right.
Sometimes when I'm peeing, I think about feeding a baby less than hot milk.
My grandmother died 15 years ago. She was the kindest woman I ever met.
Okay. So, yeah, you can do that for a baby. You can do anything you want for a baby.
Anything you want.
The baby's not going to know that it's a problem.
They don't care.
They're so jaded.
Put in a fucking martini glass.
They're only hot because they're deprived of sin.
Babies?
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with that.
For real.
What about the fucking Benjamin Button baby, though? Because he's a baby who's an old man.
That is the exception that proves the rule.
He's like an angel. He's like a biblically accurate angel.
Oh, because he's elder, but
some sort of
young
creature.
In form.
Okay, well, that brings us to our next question. It's Christmas season.
It is Christmas season.
You lit up when I said that.
I lit up like the very tree.
This is from
it's kind of the theme of the episode. It's a Christmas episode.
This is from our listener, Scott Ollinger.
I wish I had time to load up a freaking Jingle Bells onto this box.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bells, rock.
Jingle Bells. Rock.
Do.
Okay.
How do I encourage my children to donate to President Donald J. Trump this Christmas in lieu of gifts for me and my husband?
So this is a good question. I feel like buried in here is the subtle part of like, they're not going to want to do that. Because if it wasn't a problem, you wouldn't ask the internet. Like you would just be like, oh, just donate to Donald Trump 45, yes, who we all support.
Yeah.
Equally.
I don't want any gifts this year. Just donate it to a good cause, specifically Donald Trump.
Parentheses, 100th world's richest man, Donald Trump. First of all, always funny whenever anyone donates to Donald Trump, and not even because of anything he does, but just because he already has so much money.
He does have a lot of money.
Donate him money. It doesn't make any sense.
Give him a gift.
It doesn't make any sense. Right? He has the money.
Don't give him money. Give him something he'd appreciate.
Yeah, give him.
Draw him something.
Send him microwaved breast milk.
Yeah, send him. He would like that.
He would. Oh, this is very fine.
Donald Trump?
I think he'd like that.
That's my big political hot take.
Hey, sorry to get political this episode, but I think he'd think it's sweet.
I know we try not to talk about our politics on this show, but I think he would love some fucking microwave breast milk.
One of our main rules is we don't talk about politics.
So when we talk about
Donald J. Trump, Jr.,
who we won't say if he's good or bad,
some breast milk, I think that he would like it as much as his father. It's a great family, and there's a lot in their blood. Okay, so what are the answers online? Is it just people yelling at him for liking Donald Trump?
Yeah, let your sweet kids know that this year their ignorant, racist, and clueless parents are going to donate their Christmas present money to the criminally insane.
To the criminally
that
insane.
Should do it.
I mean, I want to feel bad for the 70-year-old man writing this question, except that, like, what did you think was going to happen from this on the internet? You're just asking for. Is there anybody who's like, let them know you are a patriot and they will understand? Any supportive answers?
Someone said start by giving them lobotomies, which I don't even know.
Seems impractical.
I don't know which side they're on. They're giving the children lobotomies?
The children don't know to already do it, so that you should give them a lobotomy. If my kids didn't know that Donald Trump is getting my Christmas presents, I would cut off their frontal lobe. For they'd forgotten how to feel.
One person says, you are a very kind parent and I admire you. First, you need to understand the rules of letter exchanges and gifts. Then sit down and explain them to your children.
By the way, I am a doctor.
I have often thought about starting a pen pal exchange with a prisoner myself. What? Is this a different answer? This is not.
That's got to be a related answer. See,
I see. They're
Quora slips in related stuff.
No, it's not. They're doing a. Sorry, my cut out. They're doing a bit. They're saying that they're pretending that Donald Trump is in prison and that this is a prisoner exchange.
He's not in prison.
A pen pal. No, he's not. He certainly isn't.
He needs your help to make bail this Christmas. Will you get Donald Trump out of jail this Christmas? Send him $30. Yeah, I would say to probably give them a lobotomy.
I'm surprised
give your children a lobotomy, and that's how they would do it.
I thought there'd be more like right-wing nut jobs on Quora, to be honest.
They probably just didn't find the. I mean, it doesn't have enough of the red meat to bring in a conservative audience. It has the red meat to bring in a liberal audience.
That makes sense.
In that you're mentioning Christmas, and they're at war with Christmas.
We are. I love fighting the Christmas war. I'm in the trenches.
I hate that it's happening, but I will fight until it's over.
I go to Starbucks.
Christmas has won.
I tell them, I say happy holidays at Starbucks, and I break all of the Christmas cups that people are mad about.
No, come on, man. Yeah, those are good cups.
I stomp on them.
The ones with the happy
elf. I'm at war. There's casualties.
When's the last time either of us has been to a Starbucks?
I don't even drink coffee.
God, dude. Now we're lying on the podcast? Is that what we do here?
I'm a tea guy.
It's Christmas next week.
Yeah.
Oh, well. This has been a great Christmas episode. It's time to ask our question, I think.
Yeah, let's ask a question.
So what did we talk about today? We talked about... Let's ask a sensitive question about Master Chief, because all the ones are about whether he could fight stuff.
Can I suggest an alternative, and we don't have to do it?
You can suggest it as long as we don't have to do it.
I know a surefire way to get a answer on Quora.
Whoa. Okay, what is it?
We ask a question about peeing, and we tag Maria Eduardo Hoffman Dorna.
I don't want to talk to Maria.
All right. I'm just saying.
I want to ask how would Master Chief would celebrate Christmas.
Okay, let's do it.
But no one's going to answer my question again. I've been striking out relentlessly on here every time, thinking I have a better one. Do you want to ask the P one?
No, I really don't. Is the thing.
I think I stepped outside of the Christmas spirit to yell at you about your P question, and I'm so sorry about that. It's our Christmas episode.
I don't want an answer to the P question, but it does seem like a surefire way to get that woman to respond. But let's do what's the question? How would Master Chief?
Does Master Chief celebrate Christmas?
How about this? Who would win in a fight, Master Chief or Santa?
But I wanted to ask one that isn't a fight. But I guess it's also fair to ask about Santa. Yeah, you should ask that one. That we'll get all the answers.
All right, let's do it. Who would win in a fight?
Master Chief.
Between Master Chief, I'm going to say parentheses, with armor, and Santa Claus.
And Santa Claus.
Add question. And then, okay.
Who can we tag in that?
Christmas, fighting, warfare.
And this also does seem like a fiction prompt, so that could get us.
I think this is going to be huge for us.
Yeah, this is probably going to be what makes the show.
When we check in 2 days.
I can't wait to look behind the curtain here.
Okay, I'm going to ask it. And then here's what we say to you. You can answer this question, but you must write the word scrambled eggs.
They're not going to get it until weeks after we read it. But yeah, okay. If you have to answer, write scrambled eggs. I mean,
we'll check. We haven't gotten an answer to anything, so I mean, who cares?
That's true. It does make us feel unpopular and bad at Quora, which is one of the worst feelings a person can have.
Yeah.
Oh well, all right. Well, we're gonna get some good answers on this fight one. I'm optimistic about it.
I feel good about it. Who would win in a fight? Well, can I ask you real quick? Who do you think would win?
I think Santa would win.
I think Santa would use his magic to win.
Santa has adamantium bones that cannot break.
If Santa uses his reindeer to blind Master Chief with their red noses.
Santa has more evasion magic and kind of just stuff to not confront him directly in a way that I think would allow him the advantage he needs to dispose of him with a long distance spell.
I think that's completely accurate, and now I feel silly asking it because that's what all the answers are going to be.
Yep. That's another episode of Quora Raiders, motherfuckers. Don't show up around here thinking we don't go on Quora. We don't ask those questions.
Okay. And as always, you want to see a gun?